Michael James Williams, will you please stand up? It is my duty to pass sentence on you. But before I do, there's something I would like to say. Quite frankly, your entire case puzzles me. You come from a good family, a comfortable home, a respectable background. You went to a good school. You had a good job, with every chance to build yourself a career. And yet you have committed a serious and very cowardly crime. I've read your social inquiry report and I'm still puzzled. The facts are very straightforward. We all know what you did. I just wish I could say I knew why.
Now's our chance, life's what we make it.
It won't come to us unless we reach and take it. Making the most of what we got is what it's all about. Falling on all the dreams we had when we were starting out. Starting out. When the going gets rough, my friend, it's not the end. We're only starting out.
Here you go, Mike.
It's from me and all, Mike.
Yeah? What's... You mean sods?
I paid for the wrapping paper.
What, teddy bears? Oh, well, I bet you chose it too.
What's wrong with teddy bears?
Oh, I forgot. You still sleep with one, don't you?
No, I don't.
Leave him alone.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
I don't sleep with teddy bears.
Oh, no, of course you don't. You just talk to it before you go to sleep at night. Good night, teddy bear. Good night, Stephen. No, he does. I've heard him.
He's only 14.
Oh, yeah, well, when I was 14, I already knew that there was better things to sleep with than teddy bears.
Yeah, like hot water bottles.
Yeah, you're a real man, ain't you, Mike?
Come on, are you going to open it or what? I've got some good news for you too, Mike. I had a word with Dave Pearson, you know, personnel manager at the factory. He's agreed to see you next week.
Oh, yeah.
Aren't you pleased?
You could have asked me first.
Asked you? I'm doing you a favour.
Oh, says who?
Oh, come on, mate, use your eyes. You really think you've got a chance on your own? These days, it's not what you know that counts. It's who you know.
Your father's right, Mike.
Oh, well, he's always right, isn't he?
We've talked about this before, Mike. You know how it is around here. Have you gone down the industrial estate recently? Not a lot of industry left, is there? Half the factories have closed down. The steel's gone. The weaving's all packaged in sweatshops. Not a lot for you, is there?
Yeah, well, I don't want to work in a doll factory.
That's gratitude for you.
He is grateful, aren't you, Mike?
19 years hasn't done me any harm. Anyway, it can't hurt you to talk. You may even learn a thing or two.
Like what?
Like it's not just a doll factory. Cutie Pie dolls are the biggest selling range in Europe.
They laugh, they cry, they wet themselves.
Yeah, Cutie Pie clothes, Cutie Pie accessories, Cutie Pie cartoon books and feeding bottles. It's big business, Mike. And with the sort of exam results you're going to get, I shouldn't have thought you had a lot of choice.
You know, I don't have any choice, do I?
I just want what's best for your son. It's what any parent would want.
Well, yeah, thanks. But I'm 16 now, yeah? See, I'm not a kid anymore, and I can make up my own mind.
Want some milk?
Yeah.
Only trying to help.
No, you're not. You're trying to make me into what you want me to be.
You haven't opened your present.
Thanks. It's nice.
It's real leather, hand-stitched.
You'll be needing that, whatever you decide. You'll be a wage earner soon.
Yeah, he could always keep a UB40 in it, eh?
Stephen?
Here you go, son. Something to start you off. Let's be going.
Yeah, come on, you lot. Oh, come on, Mike, get a move on.
Right, I'm coming.
Bye, love.
See you later.
Bye, yeah, OK. Now, you won't be late, will you? Karen's bringing a new boyfriend home tonight, and it's going to be quite a party.
Are you making a cake?
Wait and see.
Right.
Bye-bye, love.
Bye, Mum.
Bye-bye. Oh, come on, Mike, get a move on. Hang on. Try and have a nice day, dear. It is your birthday. Bye.
Boy, get in the bag.
What's up, birthday boy?
Shut up, Steve. Your night ain't my birthday.
What do you mean?
Well, it could have been last week or next week. Nobody knows. I don't have a birthday.
Because you was adopted.
Yeah, we just had to put a day on a form, that's all.
Yeah, well, it's the same for me.
You ever think about who your mum and dad really were? Like why they didn't want you?
Maybe they did want me, you don't know that.
Oh, come on. They really wanted you. That's why they found you wrapped up in a newspaper on a park bench. Hey, come on. Don't start crying. I'm just making a point, that's all.
What point?
The point that it don't make any difference. 16, 18, 21, who cares? Look, do you know who I am? I'm nobody. But they're trying to make me into somebody. They're somebody, look. This. That's all they understand, jobs and money. But I don't want it. I just want to be me, yeah?
Still kept the fiver, though.
Morning, John.
Hello, Dave.
Had a word with your lad yet?
Yes, it's good of you to agree to see him.
Not at all. My own son starts with the company next month. We're starting him in arms and legs.
Oh, that's great.
Well, the boy's as thick as two short planks between you and me, but I had a word with the MD and... Well, you know what it's like.
Sure. So he'll be working here, will he?
Well, where else?
Oh, it's just there's been some rumours. Relocation, redundancies, that sort of thing.
Rumours! Nothing to them.
You say so.
I do. It's a great place to work, this job. To think that I started 25 years back. I was in dispatch then. After 10 years, they gave me my own car parking space. After 15, they gave me my own car.
Dave, I have to tell you, the boy has a few, reservations.
He would, John. Kids of today, what do they know? A secure job, a chance to earn a bob or two, a decent pension scheme, and what more could they want? The trouble is they don't know. No sense of direction.
That's true.
I'm of it here, John. And I'm not frightened to admit it. It's my whole life. That's why I named my child my one and only daughter. Guilty.
Right.
You send Steve to me. I'll soon sort him out.
Actually, it's Mike.
That looks good.
Yes, it's ready-made cake mix from Mr. Bun the baker. Just the thing for every happy family.
Just add an egg and stir.
That's right. It comes in chocolate, lemon, ginger, and new coffee and walnut flavour too.
Smells delicious.
Tastes even better. So remember the name
Mr. Bun's ready-made cake mix.
for happy families.
Hello?
Hello, Mum. It's Karen.
Hello, dear. I was hoping you'd call.
I'm ringing about this evening.
You're going to come, I hope. You know, he's been a bit unsettled lately, what with his exams and everything. I know he'd like to see you.
It's just that I'm working an extra shift.
You were on extra shift all last week.
I know.
It's
Terrible the way they work you there. Honestly, the NHS, it makes you sick. Look, Mum, I can't talk at the moment.
I know, dear. Look, I've got to go to town at lunchtime. Shall I pop in for a coffee?
Mum.
I can bring that dress I've turned up for you. Be nice to see you. Just the two of us.
All right, then.
Come by at 1 then. Okay.
Okay, Mum.
Tell me all about this new boyfriend of yours. I'm looking forward to meeting him.
I'll see you at 1, Mum. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye, dear.
So you want to be an astronaut? Yes. I see. Maybe you should be considering a second option. How about catering? Have a look at these, and come back and we'll talk some more. Mike! Take a seat, Mike. How are you?
Oh, okay.
So, what can I do for you?
I'll apply for this.
Garage mechanic. Since when were you interested in cars? This is 3 days old. The job's probably gone by now. Is it what you want?
Yeah.
You sound really enthusiastic, Mike. You're going to knock 'em out at the interview, you know that.
Look.
No, you look. You've not done any of the work on the tutorial programs. You've skived off half the time, and now you come in with this. I mean, you've left it a bit late, haven't you?
Because I didn't know what I wanted.
And you do now.
I know what I don't want.
Yeah?
Job making dollies.
Cigarette?
No, I'm not supposed to smoke in school.
They're chocolate cigarettes. You know, you really worry me, Mike.
Me?
Look, I've got 220 kids leaving school this term. Maybe 12 of them into full-time employment. You don't need me to tell you it's a shitty world out there. Everyone wants a slice of the cake, but suddenly there isn't enough to go round, right?
So what are you...
Trying to tell you, well, if you want to get anywhere, you've got to get out there and fight for it. And look at you. Slouching there. After a job 3 days too late, a job you don't even want. It's a buyer's market out there, Mike.
A market? That makes us sound like cattle.
That's not what I'm trying to say.
Oh, isn't it? But that is all we are, isn't it?
Not if you put your mind to it.
Put my mind to what? There aren't any jobs anywhere.
There are training schemes, YTS, further education. But that's not the point. Jobs aren't everything. There's more to life than the work you do.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That is great. Coming from a careers advisor.
You want a career, I'd advise you. But I don't think that's why you're here. You're not looking for a job. You're looking for yourself.
That's very deep, Mr. Green. I'll think about that one while I'm waiting for my dole.
Let us face it, our lives are miserable, laborious and short. And we are born, we are given just so much food as will keep the breath in our bodies. And the very instant that our usefulness has come to an end, we are slaughtered with hideous cruelty. No animal in England knows the meaning of happiness or leisure after he is a year old. No animal in England is free. The life of an animal is misery and slavery. That is the plain truth.
Please sit down, Mr. Pearson.
Thank you, sir.
I understand that you are the personnel manager of QT Pie Dolls.
Yes, sir.
And you are aware that we have taken over the company as a going concern.
I don't have all the details yet, sir, but yes.
Relocation in Scotland with a statutory grant of 2.7 million. New plant. Workforce effectively halved. Wages down by 15 to 20%. And total clearance from your Department of Industry. What do you think?
I think, sir, that some of the workers may...
That's why you're here, Pearson. Are we going to have problems, and how bad will the problems be?
We hardly have any union involvement, sir. But I don't think anyone will take this lying down.
I know, but we don't want a whopping on our hands, Pearson. That's bad for business and bad for the company image.
But there may still be some resistance, sir.
I want that check, Pearson. That's your job. Dig out the ringleaders and get rid of them. You hear me?
Yes.
You and your family will be joining the firm in Glasgow.
Yes, sir.
Good. You know the men? Fire half of them. I want this deal to go through. I would hate to see you miss the train.
Thank you, sir.
You haven't told me anything about him.
Well, what do you want to know?
His name?
You'll meet him this evening.
So you are both coming?
I said we would.
I know you think I'm silly, but well, it matters to me. The family.
I never said you were silly.
Look at the world today. Everywhere you look, it's just problems. Unemployment, racism, sexism, and all the other isms. But if you can be close as a family, well, somehow they don't seem to matter so much.
Oh, Mum.
There you go again. But if you'd only settle down and get married yourself, you'd see what I mean.
Telephone call for Sister Price.
Nothing's certain in
Right.
life,
Telephone.
but at least you know where you are when you're with your family.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Mr. Pretty Boy. What you been doing in here then, eh? Little lunchtime session with the boys in the toilet.
Leave it out, eh, Derek?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Yeah,
Steve?
leave it out. What's wrong with you, eh?
No, I don't think I'm quite...
Just leave it out.
All right, boys, do the business.
What are you doing to my bag?
What's in the bag,
No,
Steve?
leave my book.
Oh,
Very nice.
Right, I'm going to show you something, Stephen.
You faggot. Fudge packer.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
McClintock's garage?
Can I help you?
Yeah, it's Mike. Mike Williams.
Hello?
It's me,
Oh, hi. Are you ready then? Okay, I'll pick you up at the end of the road in about 10 minutes. Oh, don't worry, we don't have to stay for long. Oh, just sing happy birthday, have a cup of tea. Then we can go out, okay? Yeah, you promise? You better be on best behaviour. We don't want to upset the parents. Okay, then. Your taxi's on the way. Bye. Bye.
Hello, love. How'd you get on at school today?
All right.
How'd that essay of yours on Animal Farm? Did you get good marks?
Yeah.
Well, you could sound a bit more pleased about it. Hello, love. I don't know what's happened to your father. Not like him to be late. Could start without him if you like.
No, I ain't hungry.
Oh, Mike. After all the work I've gone to. You seeing Sharon later?
I might be.
Saving your appetite, I suppose.
Yes, Dad.
Good. Could manage a smile, Mike. It's not every day you're 16.
Approximately.
Not approximately, precisely.
Approximately 16.
You believe what you want to believe. Have a sausage roll. Hey. Ah! John, where have you been? We were going to start without you.
Start without me.
You've been drinking.
Oh, you can forget that job at the factory, Mike. You didn't want it. You wanted to be free to choose. Now you are free. They're shutting it down.
What?
It's been sold to an American company. They're going to move to Scotland.
They can't do that.
They do anything they bloody like.
What'll happen to you, Dad?
Oh, I'll be right. They'll pay me off, won't they? That bastard Dave Pearson. He knew all along. He's staying, of course. He's going with them. He's feathered his own nest. That's what it comes down to these days, I suppose. Look after number one, to hell with everyone else.
John, can't we talk about it later? You're going to spoil the party.
The party? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'll get some money, all right? How long do you think that'll last? There's the mortgage, the HP, perhaps your eyes in bloody credit. Car will go, of course. And what sort of future do you think there is for me? I'm over 40. I mean, what sort of a choice do you think there is for me?
Mike, where are you going?
Well, there's no point in staying here, is there?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, rats desert the sinking ship.
Well, not on his birthday, honestly. Come on, we'll sort it all out. Stephen, you light the candles.
I need a drink.
Yeah, and for me.
You're too young.
Oh, yeah? I was a man this morning, wasn't I? I was a wage earner. And I'm allowed to smoke. That's the law.
Not in this house, it isn't.
Here, give us it back.
What are you trying to do, Mike? Why are you winding your father up like this?
Mum?
Not now, Stephen.
Yeah, but Mum.
Oh, my God, Mike, what have you done?
Here.
Oh, no, John, not the whiskey.
Happy birthday to Mike.
It's not
Happy
funny,
birthday
you two.
to Mike.
Go on, go and get some water. Go on.
I don't understand what's happening to us. It is happening to us.
Come on.
Oh, come on, you two, just put it out.
Oh, well, love. At least it can't get any worse.
Hey, Mum. Hi, Dad. This is Sanjay.
Karen? Sanjay?
Good evening, Mrs. Williams. Do you think I could have a piece of cake?
Now's our chance. Life's what we make it.
It won't come to us unless we reach and take it.
It's our turn, a new beginning.
When our hopes get off the ground, we'll come in winning. Making the most of what we got is what it's all about.